You are at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $10 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Kip This, who says, please rant about Kaze, my all-time favorite anime, and in my opinion, the only actually good incest anime out there. You've mentioned the series in a few videos, but I don't think you've ever gone in depth on the show. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share? Sure. The main reason I haven't gone in depth on this show is that I watched it in like 2007 or 8, and I barely remember it. I marathoned it with a friend. I mostly remember that the main guy, I kept calling a tsundere, and I kept making fun of how he was revving up the tsundere cycle, which is going tsundere, tsundere. I remember the scene where he jacks off to his sister. And so if you don't know about Kaze, it's about a guy in his 20s who returns home after a long time, and he ends up encountering a young girl and kind of developing feelings for her. I don't remember why, they end up like going on a Ferris wheel together or something. And then he realizes that it's actually his younger sister, because he has this sister separated in age by a lot, and he had never really seen her that much, so he just didn't even realize it was her. And as he's living at home, he is confronted with the fact that he's feeling some type of way about this girl. And it's funny because the show kind of portrays this guy as, not a great guy. It doesn't really portray this as like a heroic relationship. In fact, I would say it feels very dangerous. It feels like they're making bad decisions, and the way that the series ends is kind of shocking. And I loved the ending. I remember that throughout the course of the show, it's very slow. It's somewhat tedious, a little repetitive. I was kind of bored through parts of it. But then again, I was young, so it's possible that I was just missing out on some of the more subtle things about the show. I just remember it feeling like kind of stretched, like it didn't really need to be 12 episodes long. But, regardless, it was interesting to see. I mean, it's probably the only anime that tries to handle incest even somewhat realistically, and the fact that spoilers, but this is kind of the reason to watch the show. It goes all the way. Like, it does not fuck around. It's serious about the incestuous relationship and the consequences of it. But it's honestly quite fearless in the way that it decides to go about portraying it, and it leaves you with a lot of kind of moral, I don't know, weirdness, like a lot to think about in the end of like, what did anybody make the right decisions, like, is it okay for things to end this way? But the fact that they fucking went all the way and had it happen, I was like, yeah, this is gonna stick with me, So, I would recommend it. I don't know how much. I have to rewatch it to really know, and I'm definitely gonna watch it with May sometime, because I think she'll enjoy it, so, I guess I'll share further thoughts once I've actually rewatched it, but I do think it's a solid show, directed by Takahiro Omori, who's a solid director. All I can remember is him riding the motorcycle and me going, soon.